Um, what's the Sam Altman management style? If I'm working for you directly or maybe indirectly, I'm leading some product or something. Just what does that look like?
I'm definitely not a hands-on manager. I'm very much of this style that you get great people, kind of give them like a very high-level thing to point at, and try to let stuff just happen. I think there have been kind of two main phases of OpenAI, and we're heading into a third. And so the first one was like we were only a research company. We were trying to figure out how we were going to build AGI at a time when it sounded completely crazy. And we really had no idea what to do. And then there was a second phase where, in addition to continuing to do that, we had to figure out how to build a product company. Now, we have to, in addition to both of those two things, figure out how to build this like mega scale token factory for the world. I think of what we're doing as building sort of a new utility, and people are going to want to use a lot of tokens, a lot of intelligence in all sorts of ways. We need to make that as smart, as cheap, as abundant, as easy to use as possible. And that will require, I think, pretty deep full stack integration and a massive infrastructure build out. The thing that I didn't really appreciate between the phase 1, phase 2 shift was how much my management style had to change. Running a research lab and running like a product company are two extremely different things. And I suspect this third phase is going to be very different yet again. And so I've been reflecting on, if we're going to really go do this, how I'll have to change. And I think it's not going to be like a natural fit for my management style. So I either have to find someone or a few people great to hire, or I have to figure out how to do things in a different way, or I have to like build an AI that can manage this new thing.
When I interviewed Jensen here 2 years ago, he told me and his several thousand closest friends about his 60 direct reports. Do you have any super weird, not that I shouldn't call his practices weird, but do you have any unusual practices like that?
I think the closest thing that I have to anything like that is I probably talk to, like via Slack or whatever, or text, like a few hundred people at the company a day. Very quick, like 1, 2 messages, whatever, not done by an agent. Like I actually do it. And the context I get from that sometimes is like very helpful in these diffuse ways.